Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Kellison, and today I will be teaching you how to set up site groups as well as managing the shared credits within those groups. The first thing that you will need to do is navigate to your organization dashboard. You can do this from your home screen in QPass. So from your home screen, you will see a list of your organizations on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side you will see action buttons. All you need to do is click on an action button and then select Organization Dashboard. This will show you the screen that looks like this, and your main focus will need to be on this yellow box that reads Next Steps After Enrollment. If you do not see this yellow box, then please reach out to your representative so that they can reset your account. This yellow box indicates if your account has been reset. Please do not click on We're Ready until you have finalized setting up your groups as well as managing the shared credits. So from here, you will need to select Set Up Site Groups. You will see on the left-hand side a list of all of your sites. QPass automatically sets one group for you labeled All Sites. This contains all of the sites into this group. It also designates a site to be your primary. If you need to reset it and select another site for the primary, all you need to do is click on the little drop-down arrow and then select the site that you wish to designate as the primary site for this group. You will then proceed by clicking on Save. If all of your sites fall under the same current recognition or the same phase, then you can just use the site group that's already set up, labeled All Sites. However, if some of your sites are in the annual reporting versus the accelerated renewal versus just being brand new to PCMH altogether, you will have to designate them into new groups. The way to create a new group is you will need to click on the New button. This will drop down a box where it will prompt you to name the group. So, my suggestion to you is name it to the group or the phase that it falls under. So if this is the accelerated renewal group, name it as such. The next step is to drag and drop all the sites that are designated to the accelerated renewal. Again, QPass will immediately set one site as the primary. If you wanted to change that, all you will need to do is click on the star next to the site that you wish to designate as the primary site. You will then scroll up to the top and hit Save. You will again do this for the other groups that you wish to save or create. So if this is a site group that is completely brand new to PCMH, just name it as such. And again, just follow through and select the site that you wish to make the primary. Once you have finished setting up all of your site groups, the next step is to start managing the shared components. You can navigate to this section by clicking on this blue button labeled Manage Shared Components. From here, you will see two tabs. The first tab is only for the groups that fall under the annual reporting requirements. The second tab is labeled PCMH, and this is for the groups that fall under the transforming phase. Those would be the brand new sites as well as anything in the accelerated renewal process. So To begin, or just to demonstrate, I'm only going to be focusing on the transforming phase. If you click on this plus sign next to PCMH, it will drop down all of the specific criteria under it. The first one contains all of the criteria. It then narrows it down into the core criteria, and then it breaks it down into the elective criteria by concept and the elective criteria unsorted. If you are unsure on how to begin or where to really start, my suggestion is start with the all criteria and work your way down. If you click on this plus sign, it will show you everything that falls within this criteria. The first one is care coordination and care transitions. Again, just click on the plus sign, and now you'll see all of the specific components that are listed under the care coordination. My advice is just starting from the top and working your way down. So again, if you click on the plus sign next to acute care after hours coordination, it will finally show you the item that's eligible for sharing. If you click on this item, it'll highlight it blue, and then you can select the group that you wish to share it in. The difference between the accelerated renewal and the brand new group versus the annual reporting is the accelerated renewal has a lot of information that can be attested to. This information cannot be shared into the other groups that you have designated. The annual reporting requirements has a separate evaluation completely, so any items that you are trying to share within the annual reporting has to be between the sites that fall within that group. So if this acute care after hours is only going to be shared or attested to in the accelerated renewal group, you will go to the right hand side and click on the checkbox next to the accelerated renewal. You will then scroll down to the page and click on Save. This will immediately place that item within that group. If you want to remove that item, all you will need to do is click on the little X button. That'll ask you if you are sure, which you will then just state yes, and that'll completely remove it from the group. If this is an item that's not attested to and can in fact be shared between all of your sites, you can just click on the All Sites button and then select Save, which it will then appear under the All Sites group. You will need to continuously do this down the list. Again, you will select the item that's eligible for sharing, designate which group it falls under, scroll down, and then finish it by clicking on Save. Once you have done that and finished the list of all of your share components, you will then need to navigate back to your organization dashboard and then finalize it and state that you are ready to begin your uploading your evidence. The way that you'll do your evaluation, you will need to click on the tab labeled Manage Evaluations. You will see from this page a list of all of your sites. You will, if any item that you designated as sharing, you will need to go into that specific site to upload those shared materials. So, for instance, for one of our groups, we stated that Leesburg Sterling Family Practice of Ashburn was the primary site. So we would click on the Actions button, and then we will need to click on Go to Evaluation. You will see a tab labeled PCMH. If you click on this tab, it'll again divide each of those into separate categories. The first one is all PCMH criteria. You'll again see the core criteria and then the 2 electives. Since we stated that the item that we were sharing was in our care coordination, the easiest way to navigate to that is the All PCMH Criteria tab. You'll see the CC section labeled Care Coordinations. And from this page, you will see that one of the items that we shared between the groups is the Acute Care After Hours Coordination, which is CC17. This little mark right here indicates that this is an item being shared. If we click on this tab, it'll appear a box stating that this item is shared, part of all sites group, and this practice site is the primary site for this group, so this item will be evaluated as part of this site, and the result of the evaluation will be shared among all sites in this group. If you were to accidentally go into another site that was not designated as the primary, it'll read a blue-yellow box stating that this is not the primary site. Please navigate to the primary site in order for you to upload documentation.